Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here. We're in nature. As you can hear the birds singing up there. It's a beautiful day. Sky is clear blue. Feels good. Before I knew better, I used to ... spill the beans. While you do that, let's breathe in that beautiful prana, baby. Before I knew better, I used to work in jobs I absolutely hated. Now I know better, I'm still working in jobs I absolutely hate. Before I knew better, I used to be in relationships that were full of problems. Now I know better, wait a minute, I'm still in relationships that are full of problems. Relationships? Never mind. Before I knew better, I used to blame everybody for my problems. Now I know better, it's still your fault. Before I knew better, I used to watch porno. Now I know better, well, I watch porno with my girlfriend. Can I get a hello there? Before you knew better, what did you used to do? Right? That's the question that came in. Someone said, can I share my experience of what life was like before I became my greatest version and afterwards? Well, let me just say I'm not a saint. And many of the things that we say we used to do, we're still doing them, right? Oh yeah, we're still doing them. Becoming your greatest version is not about being perfect. No, it's about becoming uniquely weird, becoming whatever version you want. Okay, before I knew better, this is my story, right? What did I used to do? And you share yours, feel free. I'm not gonna judge you, don't worry about it. And the cat down the road definitely isn't. Before I knew better, I used to overwhelm myself. That's right. Every day I would be multitasking, doing about 5 things at once, thinking I could get them done. Yeah, I was really crazy. Now I know better. I'm still doing 5 things at once, thinking I can get them done. Why did I just say that? Because it's not about what you know, it's about how you act. And what's helped me along my journey is realizing I don't care about knowledge and how much I know, because enlightenment is knowing how much you don't know. So I'm all about moving into the action, because along my early journey, yes, I would have panic attacks on the train. I would have anxiety attacks. Yeah, they were attacking me. Don't worry about it, right? Because I was overwhelming myself, right? I was overwhelming myself every day. It wasn't fun. So what did I do? Over time, I said, okay, I know better now. I know really just to calm down. But you see, knowing is not enough. You got to act. So what did I do? I realized that I got to come into nature, baby. I got to, breathe in that good ass prana every single day. And that helps me not feel so overwhelmed. Also, I realized that I've got to become more kind to myself, because when we are overwhelming ourselves every single day, which is so many of us, let's face it, we're really hard on ourselves, right? We're judging ourselves. Oh, you messed up. You made a mistake, right? That was me along my early journey. Now, what is the action I do to free myself of that? I say, you did something. That is better than nothing. It's okay, right? I look at my actions and say, actually, I'm doing something. So I don't have to feel overwhelmed, because a lot of us feel overwhelmed because we're not doing anything. Yeah, it's really complicated like that. As well, my action is not to have a full plate, right? My early journey, I would pack my plate up. I would be really busy. Now I know better. I'm still busy, right? Now I know better, I'm still busy, but in nature, right? My action is moving into nature. Because sometimes when you know something, when you don't know something and then you know something, things won't change unless you act upon it. You get my drift, right? Before I knew better, I used to be a perfectionist. That is right. I used to be a perfectionist. Right? A real terrible perfectionist. To the point where it was hard work. You see, the great paradox of the perfectionist is they wanted it to be so perfect, they didn't do nothing. Right? Yeah. And that was me along my journey. So now I know better. I still want it to be perfect. Yeah. Right? Just my own kind of perfect, which is what it's all about. Right? I have a lot of leniency towards myself. You gotta have leniency towards yourself, right? My own kind of perfect may not be your own kind of perfect, but that is fine, right? We can all get along just fine, right? And also, I realize that, you see, perfectionism emanates from the desire of control. And along my early journey, I wanted to control you, how you thought of me, right? I wanted to control when I would go out, what people would say to me. I wanted to control everything around me, the birds and the bees. You can't do that, but I thought I could. Now, what's the action I use right now that's helped me along my journey? I realize that control is an illusion. We don't live in a perfect world. We live in a perfect earth. Get it right. Before I knew better, I used to eat a lot of junk food. McDonald's, burgers, fries, and a Coke. Now I know better, I still eat junk food. It's just vegan. Can I get a hello there? Right now I know better. I realize that, you see, every now and again it is okay to treat yourself. But what I've done, my whole entire action in helping me become my greatest version is to say that, hey, ouch, take your hand out of the cookie jar, right? Because sweet sometimes can mess us up. So what's helped me along my journey is to, being a vegan for over 10 years, people say, are you fasting? I say, hey, my whole lifestyle is a fast, baby. Can I get a hello there? I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. I don't want a certificate either. But once again, that is the action I'm taking, right? Just to eat healthier foods. I'm surrounding myself with a lot of great chefs as well, right? A lot of you dive in deep. You got some great recipes, right? And you're giving me them, and I'm going home to make them. The kale, the watercress, the asparagus, the mangoes, the papaya. Yeah, I'm naming lots of fruits right now. Before I knew better, I used to take everything personally. I'm actually going to do a video on that. How to not take things so personally. Because sometimes it does hurt. Gosh, that hit me. Yeah, it hit me, right? So, grudges. Why do we hold on to grudges? Because along my early journey, I would hold on to a grudge, right? Then I had an epiphany, a magic moment which spoke to me, right? What happened? The clouds broke and it was totally silent. And a voice spoke to me saying, get over yourself, because in the next 30 years, you're gonna look different, and they are. And you won't even remember who they are to realize you even had a grudge with them. Can I get a hello there? I thought about it and said, yeah, it makes sense, right? In 100 years from now, is what you are worrying about with someone, will it matter? But also, why are you allowing someone to take up space in your head, in your mind, that isn't even serving you? So now I know better. I think of great people. But once again, knowing and thinking is not enough. What's the action? Well, the action is I'm going into nature and I meet a lot of random people. If I'm in Venice, I meet a lot of skaters and we talk about kickflips and stuff, right? If I'm in Brighton, I meet lots of people. If I'm in Salvador Bahia, yeah, I do a little capoeira, things like that. And I just meet people randomly. And I see a lot of people on the streets. You're that guy from Infinite Waters. I say, it's not me, it's the other guy. Don't worry about it. And yes, before I knew better, I would get stuck. I would get stuck in a job I didn't like, a relationship I hated, a circumstance which was really getting on my nerves, right? Because circumstances can trap us. We feel trapped. Now I know better, I realize, guess what? What? The key is actually on the door. You can open it and get out. Nobody's holding you prisoner except yourself. So once I knew better, I just said, okay, I can do that. But what's the action? Well, I got up, turned the key, and got out of there. And then I came into nature, and now you see me right here, right now, making this video. So it happened in a whole sequence of events, just like that. So there you have it. Share with me, spill the beans. Don't worry, I won't judge you. Be honest, it's the best way to be. Woo! Breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. What did you do before you were conscious? So before I was conscious, I used to ... And now the whole world is gonna know, right? You're gonna be so happy. Have a beautiful day. We're just having fun, just chillaxing. You know how we do. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.